When did you learn how to public speak? Like, did you have to embarrass yourself before you learned how to do it?
Well, in a way, it's like how I learned how to type. My typing is very fast, but it's actually just very fast hunt and peck. I have no idea what the proper way to type is, and if you try to teach it to me, I'd probably just walk out of the room indignant. I like my stupid way that I learned my own way. So public speaking, I didn't take a class in it or anything like that, but I did a lot of acting. I did a lot of stage work when I was younger, and that got me comfortable in front of an audience. And I think that's half the battle with public speaking, is not to be nervous. So once you get over that, it's like you're just having a conversation with a friend. So tomorrow, you're right, I am thinking about, I could write out a whole thing with a lot of notes, but I'm thinking about, look, I've been around here like forever, right? I started off as the youngest guy at these things, and now I'm not quite the oldest guy, thank you, Gene Epstein, but I am nevertheless, a lot older than I was. I feel like I've done this enough that I should be able to just give a presentation and see where it goes.
By the way, I feel like we should take as many gratuitous shots at Gene as possible during this conversation.
That's my general rule of life.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I think those two steps are everything. And the first is, like, I did it sort of like jumping into an ice bath of water. I knew that I was going to suck, but I hated the fact that I was so shy and I got so nervous in front of a crowd. So I just started doing it until I got over the nervousness. And then the trick is to actually know something we're saying.
Right. Well, in a way, it's like writing. How do you become a better writer? You become a better writer by writing a lot and by reading good writers. So how do you become a better speaker? By speaking a lot and watching people who give good talks and saying, what made that talk good? Why was that successful? So with public speaking, there are some platitudes that are out there about what you ought to do and how you ought to do it. Like you're supposed to make eye contact with the audience. I never do that. I would find that incredibly distracting. I kind of generically look out there, but if I try to make eye contact, what if somebody's picking his nose or on his phone? That would distract me, so I don't do that.
Well, here there might actually be nude people, and
That's right, yeah. Or I mean, heaven knows what people are up to in a Porkfest audience, so I'd rather not know. I just look out generically. But the other piece of advice they often give you is to start with a joke, and I wouldn't say that all advice you get in your life you should do the opposite, but in this case, do the opposite. And this is a case of do as I say, not as I do. Sometimes I do start with a joke.
Yeah.
But the reason I think it's bad until you get to at least the intermediate stage of public speaking is, what if your joke bombs? Then your confidence is thrown, and then the audience starts to pity you. That is not where you want to be vis-a-vis an audience. You do not want pity. And one of the things that I think can help build your confidence is just the realization of, if you are in an audience, you're not rooting for the speaker to fail. You're not rooting for the speaker to be humiliated. You want to have a good time. You want to learn something, have a few laughs. And so you realize everybody's on your side. It's like if you're in a professional, you're a professional musician in a popular band, they'll love you. You can't do no wrong. You tell even a semi-good joke, everybody laughs. So you realize no one wants you to fail. They're all like friends of yours out there. And it's this kind of, this mentality shift that eventually you go through that allows you to relax.